Now we're going to practice future expressions to talk about future plans or intentions, and especially to answer the question that what you would like to be in the future. So I have prepared a sentence builder for you to answer that question. ¿Qué te gustaría ser en el futuro? What would you like to be in the future? And I have recapped a lot of things that we have seen already in class, but because there are so many things to go through, I'm going to break down this sentence builder into different parts. And here we have the first part of our sentence builder. Let's look at the question on the top. ¿Qué te gustaría ser en el futuro? What would you like to be in the future? Questions always give us clues about how to answer it. So generally have a time phrase included that is going to allow us to know if we have to answer in present tense, in past tense, or in future tense. So as you know, today we're working on the future. And in our questions, we have the time phrase. Look, en el futuro. And that is going to be always our perfect sentence starter. So that's why en el futuro is the first thing you can see in the sentence builder, is our first column. Our second and third column of the sentence builder is our future expressions. So we need two parts for our future expressions because they are made of two verbs. Now, when there are two verbs together, in Spanish as well as in English, the second verb is generally an infinitive verb. So, as you know, infinitive verbs in Spanish always end in ar, like hablar, to speak, in er, like ser, to be, or in ir, vivir, to live. So, the first part of our future expressions is made by a conjugated verb like voy a, which means I'm going, quiero, which means I want, me gustaría, which means I would like, me encantaría, which means I would love, preferiría, which means I would prefer. As you can see, there are three verbs that have highlighted endings, and the ending is the same, is ría. When I add ría to me gusta, which means I like, it becomes I would like. And when I add ría to me encanta, which means I love, me encantaría becomes I would love. And when I add ría to prefiero, which means I prefer, then it becomes I would prefer. And that allows us to talk with a sense of future. So our second column is going to be an infinitive. And today we are using ser because it's perfect to talk about jobs, which means to be. Then finally, in our fourth column, we have the jobs we have seen today. So let's create some sentences together. So for example, if I want to say in the future, I am going to be a vet, but the masculine form, because it would be a man or a boy who is talking. So I'm going to start with my first column. In the future is en el futuro. Then I'm going to go to my second column. How do I say I'm going? It's voy a. And then I'm going to my third column. How do I say to be? It's ser. And then I go to my last column, the jobs, because I want to say a vet. So I'm thinking about the masculine form. Is it veterinario or veterinaria? The ending for men, for masculine forms is o, so it's going to be veterinario. Now, one thing that you need to remember is that in English you add that a when you say I'm going to be a vet. But in Spanish, we don't add it. As you see, we don't say voy a ser un veterinario. So have that in mind. Let's do another sentence. In the future, I would like to be a dentist, this time for a masculine form again. So I'm going to start in the future, is my first column, is en el futuro. Then I would like, I'm going to my second column, how do I say I would like? Oh, me gustaría. Then to be, which is in my third column, is ser, and then the job, dentist, a dentist, which is dentista, and dentista is good for masculine and feminine, so I don't have to change the ending. And again, I'm not adding the a, remember that. And another one, in the future, I want to be a banker, this time, a banker. So this time for a feminine form. So it would be a woman or a girl who is talking. So in the future is in my first column, and el futuro, I want is quiero, in my second column, then to be, which is ser, and then a banker for a feminine form. So, is it banquero or banquera? It's feminine, so it needs to be banquera. So ends in A. And again, I'm not adding that A. Okay, now is your time to practice with the sentence builder. Complete the activities below.